did not expect Worthy Payback to come in during this stream. I was pretty shocked myself. I'm just saying, I don't think that Pierogi deserves the shit you're giving him. I really don't. There's nothing you can do to him that he's already haven't done to himself. Again, we have it, and we will come out when the victims are ready. It's going to take time. Like, just why don't you guys just like leave him be? You know, if you think that his life is such a mess, why don't you just leave him be? I had so many emails Worthy after I put that out. I mean, I'm inviting you to call in right now. We can have a conversation right now about everything that went down. The only place you have any power. Maybe we can resolve all this stuff after all. E.G. lately standing for what's right. I want to point out someone in chat. So Worthy Payback, I'm sure a lot of you guys know who that is. We're not even talking about him today, but they're still so butthurt that I defended Pierogi against them. No, why would I get your subreddit banned? You can have one. If sad people go there, then they can have it. Worthy Payback. All right. Can you call in? Can you call in? I would love to talk to you right now. Let's talk. We'll put the Nerd City stuff on hold. Will you call in and have a conversation with me right now? And I'll defend my points on Pierogi, and you can tell me why I'm wrong. This is your opportunity. All right. See, I don't give a fuck. So are you saying I don't give a fuck? I'll call in? Or are you saying, I don't give a fuck, I'm not calling? Like, I don't give a fuck what you think. What is it? I'm giving you an opportunity to come in and share all of your dirty little secrets with anybody who will listen, right? I can't promise it's going to get to thousands, but it'll at least get to a couple hundred people. I mean, I'm inviting you to call in right now. We can have a conversation right now about everything that went down between Pierogi and you. I know that you guys think he's like the worst person in the world. I know you guys think he's the worst person in the world. Like, let's just hash it out. Like, I don't think I did anything wrong. All I did was point out that you guys need to provide more information. And now you guys are like, honestly, I think it's like, we're talking about Nerd City today, but if, like, in my opinion, I think that you guys would be way more productive, like, going after, like, Boogie or someone who's actually doing shitty shit. I remember I watched I Don't Give a Fuck was towards you speaking about P or not. Well, I'm asking you because I know that you have such an issue with him, right? I know that you have such a huge issue with him. I'm trying, and you keep saying that I'm not fair, and that I manipulate the way the information gets out. I'm giving you an opportunity to come on and say whatever you want about what he's doing, what you swear to God. Half of his most loyal fans are in the comments. Those are the people who you'd want to talk to, right? Like, that's who you would probably want to hear from, right? That's who you'd want to speak to the most, is the people who are the closest to him, correct? You will get more information in due time, sweetheart. So we figured out it's a girl, because I don't know what kind of guy out there is going to call me a sweetheart, but like, I don't understand. Like, Worthy Payback. Is it true or not? Is it too much to ask for you guys to back up what you say? Is that an unfair thing for me to ask of you guys? Is that, like, really unfair of me to say, you know, if you guys have something with substance that you can back up and stuff, like, can you back it up? How does that make me, like, a shill or, like, an unfair guy worthy of being sued? Oh, my God. Have Worthy Payback and Swim on at the same time. Okay, so who's Swim? I think, well, I mean, I have speculations of how you guys work that account, and I think that you guys are like a whole group working it. I know how you guys operate, obviously, you know, but I mean, if you're Collins, that's even better. If you're Collins, guys in the chat, how long have we been trying to get Collins on? How long have we been trying to get Collins on the show? Forever. Ever since I talked to him the first time, we've been trying to get him on. If you come on, this will be the greatest episode ever. So stop teasing us, stop playing with our balls, and either put it in or get out of the bed. Oh my, this, I wasn't even going to stream today, guys. I was like, I'm so tired from work. I don't know if I'm going to do it. And now fill me in. What's happening, everyone? Hi, everyone. All right. So we originally started off the stream talking about how, look at my posts, ones I wrote, not videos I have shared. Have I not shared proof? You blocked me. You guys blocked me. Everybody on Twitter blocked me. How am I supposed to see what you guys write? I remember you came into the Discord once, but unfortunately at that time, everything was so toxic that I couldn't trust that you weren't going to, like, start screenshotting private information of my members. So I had to do the right thing and keep you out. But like, I'm a fair guy. If you guys like, listen, anybody who's come from Scammer Payback's community have been absolutely nothing but the kindest, most welcoming people. All right. Meanwhile, you guys have threatened to sue me. You guys have threatened to like get me banned off of stuff. So like, I'm curious as to why I can't see your posts, Worthy. I've looked for them. It comes up that you're, unless you just unblocked me. But I've tried, because people will be like, oh, have you seen what Worthy Payback said? And I'll go look for it, and it won't come up. And I'm not creating a second account just to follow you. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not that invested. All I care about is the truth, Worthy Payback. This whole time, all I've ever cared about is the truth. Like, all I'm trying, like, no, I don't want anybody jumping on them, please. We're not mean people here, okay? Like, let's not attack, all right? I just want to give them the opportunity to speak. If they want to, like, you guys are the loudest voice against Pierogi. Well, I mean, I can't see your stuff. Yeah, you came back at the perfect time, J-Mac. Honestly, I did not expect Worthy Payback to come in during this stream. I was pretty shocked myself. I thought you guys swore me off because like you guys didn't want to give me engagement or something. I mean, I'm trying to give you the opportunity to speak. You guys have said that I haven't been fair this whole entire time. You know, I just listen. It's my job as like you want to know why I created a YouTube channel? I created a YouTube channel because I thought that there was too much poisoning of the well. All right, let me see. I'm going to do it on my phone, though, so I don't accidentally. Alabaster blocked us. Alabaster definitely blocked us. What's up with that person, Worthy Payback? Why is Alabaster so angry? Shit, my phone's dead. See, I'm not lying. It's dead. I should have put that shit on. I didn't think that I was going to be streaming this long, to be honest with you. But, like, if you have such proof, why wouldn't you just come forward and like, talk to me? Have I been, like, unfair to you, Worthy Payback? Would you say that I've been unfair to you? In all honesty. And if so, how was I unfair to you? Like, I asked both sides of the argument to present me with what you guys have. And one side was completely transparent, gave me anything I could possibly want. And you guys threatened to sue me. I mean, like, do you not understand, like, how that might, like, come off a little bad sometimes, you know? Like, all I've ever wanted was to hear both sides. That's it. That's it. But I'm also not gonna embrace fibs. Like, you guys, do you realize that thing you put up on, what was that, Odyssey, that weird video? You were trying to say that Pierogi was losing his mind because he questioned someone in his chat. Do you realize the only reason he was questioning someone in his chat was because you guys were like actively trying to like call him and harass him when he was like streaming? Do you understand that you created this environment that he's in right now? Like, do you like understand that? And then you turn around and act like he's like being rude to someone. That was you who posted that, Worthy Payback, not anybody else. Nobody else did that. Like, I'm trying to make you understand, like instead of him being able to focus on trying to like help victims who are about to be scammed, he has to deal with like you guys like trying to infiltrate his chat. Like, I don't hate you, Worthy Payback. I don't hate you. I just want you to understand that, like, this is not a war worth fighting. I came in your Discord with an olive branch. You banned me and told people I might dox them. I don't dox. I don't stoop to that level, unlike some people. Unfortunately, I can't get into that, Kim, unfortunately. Well, that group did, Worthy. The one that were always sharing your stuff, all right? They threatened to. And all I did was share information I was given. I didn't go out and make anything up about you. It would be nothing that would be considered slanderous. All I did was share words that those people said. Unfortunately, Worthy, like, I realized, though, like, you know, I saw Collins in a video share all of the information that was personal to Pierogi's, like, corporate. Come on, Worthy, you know who they is. You know who they is. I know, it's unfortunate. I'm trying to have a civilized conversation. Like, if I was them, right, and I was so eager to get my story out, I would have been on this stream like 20 minutes ago. I would have been on this stream 20 minutes ago being like, this is what you guys got wrong. All right, this is what I know. This is why I need you guys to get my story out. This is why it's so important that you understand the context of the situation. But I don't get any of that from you guys. All I get is like, wait, you'll see. Everything will present itself eventually. I'm just trying to well, good. Once my phone's charged, I'll check. I mean, my inbox is always open to you, Worthy Payback. I'm not an unfair guy, but I do think that you guys are being a little hard on Pierogi. I don't think that anything he's done warrants what you guys are doing to him. I really don't. I mean, at the end of the day, you have people out there. I would be your #1 supporter if you were going after people who were scamming people like Boogie. Like, if you guys were going after Boogie, I would be like, fuck yes, go get him, Worthy. You know? But you guys go after Pierogi, who's just like a guy with a family, you know, finding his way into scam baiting. Yeah, so I remember that. I appreciate you coming in and talking. What were we talking about? We talked about ghosts that night, right? I mean, I'm a fair guy. I really am. And also like they're here. Like, I don't mean to derail the conversation. I really feel like we were cooking on the Nerd City stuff. I did. I thought that we were making a great point. But like, you know, Worthy's here. Might as well ask them why they're here. Like, you know, to give their side. Like that's. And you guys did, well, at least, what's that? What was that? Alabaster said that you wouldn't talk to anybody under 3,000 subs. I'm over 3,000 now, so I qualify, right? Or is it now 4,000? Did you guys move it up? Or is it 3,110 or some shit like that? Everything will come out. You will continue to deny it and use stuff out of context. What did I use out of context? That's not how I am, though, Worthy. I don't do that stuff. I look at the information presented to me and present it that way, and then let people who watch decide for themselves what they think. Do I share some opinions times? Yeah, I do. Sometimes I'm like, listen, I mean, this is what I would imagine is happening, but I've never once said you're bad people. I've never once went out of my way to say you guys are evil. And if I'm correct, I still believe Pierogi even said he'd welcome you guys back to the community if you wanted to. That doesn't sound like a bad guy. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, right? I've been through hell and back. I was an addict for 15 years. I was brought back to life 3 times. I've used, died, went out, used again that day, died again, but was brought back to life. I understand what he went through as a alcoholic. That is not like he's. Yes, I did. I was there. I heard you were there, Rajira. What did you use out of context? That's way too long. See, but I mean, come on, Worthy. You couldn't even give me one. Can you give me at least one? If you have a laundry list of stuff, you could probably at least give me one that I used out of context, right? Very few in the scam baiting space like Pierogi and refuse to work with him. He's teaming up with new scam baiters who don't know the guy. I don't know. I haven't gotten that vibe, Kim. Most people who I've talked to who know him say he's a great dude. He's cool. He's fun to work with. I mean, if they don't like him, they don't like him. That's fine. But like, why try to ruin his life though? That's what I don't get. Like, just let him do his thing. You guys go do your thing. Both of you guys can stick at the scammers together, just in different ways. And if you don't like his business practices, that's, you know, if his business practices are so bad, then eventually that'll work itself out. But I haven't seen anything that would suggest to me he's some evil guy. P said I was welcome back, then immediately banned me when I joined his last stream. I have proof. Well, did you come back as Worthy Payback, or did you come back as someone different? I mean, your name is kind of synonymous with trolling. Yeah, exactly. I like that, Onyx. Not everyone is going to be everyone's cup of tea. I'm sure that there's people out there that, look, I'm in the commentary community, Kim. Like, there's so many people in this space who hate one another. All right? It's YouTube. It's competitive. And Pierogi, as far as I see, is like at the top of the pyramid. I'm sure people would love to knock him off because that leaves room for a new guy. You know, I don't think, but again, it's not like he's out there doing horrible shit to people. I think that he's genuinely just trying to be helpful. Is he human and he's gonna make mistakes? Yeah, he's gonna. But like, but again, I mean, I'm telling you how I feel about the situation. You guys can decide how you feel on your end. But I just want to let you know, I don't hate you guys or anything like that. I have no problem with y'all. I just wish that you would try to be a little more sympathetic to what you're actually doing. I mean, the man has a family who's already been through a lot because of something he's been through. Yeah, but Worthy Payback, I mean, come on. Your Odyssey video, though, the panda, you posted the panda. I showed proof that it was Collins. Like, I showed proof and you shared it. That's bad journalism if that's real. Well, maybe because, you know, maybe you guys either like switch up your names or something, or reach out to him privately. I think right now he's afraid you guys are going to use his stuff against him, you know? I think that's the issue, is I believe that he thinks you guys are right now are only coming back to try to use stuff he says against him. And I don't blame him, because you guys do have a track record in doing that. I mean, the panda thing, really though, I know if a human tells you he doesn't make mistakes, they're a liar too, on top of it. Everyone, are you going to really sit there and say you guys have never made a single mistake in your whole entire life? Like, I'm going through the same exact thing with Nerd City. I'm doing the same thing for Nerd City that I was doing for Pierogi. Do I expect like a pat on the back from Nerd City? No. I'm just doing it because I believe it's the right thing to do. People make mistakes. Lord knows I've made more than most people. I've made more mistakes than your average person, and I own it. I mean, I'm aware of it. I fucked my life up good. Now I'm trying to put it back together. And if I see other people who I can help along the way, I'm going to try and do it. Like, that's just my, like, I don't know, it makes me feel good about myself. What can I say? Like, you know, I don't care who Panda is. It's what was said in the stream. You obviously missed the point, my dude. Yeah, but if it's poisoned well and you can't confirm where that information's coming from, why would you share it? That's not good journalism. You got two... His story was completely different, too, from what he said before, Worthy. His story was, you know, I was in the community for years, and when he was the Panda, he says, I was a fan up until recently. Which you know is not true, because it came from the same person in two different forums. Like, don't you fact check your stuff? People would have way more respect for you if you like made sure that what you were saying wasn't bullshit. Based at first time watching a stream, but I love that mission statement. And thank you, Swim. I appreciate it. I don't know. I feel like we're in a world right now where everybody's like, gotcha. Like, I gotcha. It's like, what'd you get, though? You ruined someone's life. Congratulations. You did it. You know, I don't understand what's so fun about that. Like, say you get him banned. Then what? That's one less person out there that's going to be able to get called and be like, hey, you're part of a scam. Do you guys understand that, right? You guys are aware of that part? I know that you know that he actually does help people. Even if, okay, let's say for instance, I'm not saying this is the case, but let's say for instance, 9 out of the 10 people he helps that day are fake. But that one person's real. Do you not think that one person he helps that day deserves that help? And that if you get him banned off of YouTube, which I feel like is your ultimate goal, is like screwed now because they didn't have Pierogi to call them? That's all I'm saying, Soul. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, J-Mac. I mean, I know they have like a tumultuous history with P, and I'm trying to be empathetic to that. I know that they feel very hurt and they feel very betrayed, but like I also want them to understand, like, you know, that their actions have like consequences. Never confirmed who Panda was or is. Ever heard of using AI to manipulate audio? But I'm an audio engineer, Worthy. That's like the one thing I'm good at. A journalist who only reports on Scammer Payback. There have been so many Worthy stories. Mr. Beast, Cody, and Doc are all major stories to cover. I covered all of them stories. That's true, John. Worthy Payback. How come? That's a good point. Like John says, like, why do you only respond to, like, why do you only report on Pierogi? I'll answer that victim saving part in my next X post. Okay, I look forward to reading it. But what about what John said when he said that why do you only report on Scammer Payback? I mean, shit, that was, I'm not gonna lie, that me going back and forth with Collins was getting me a lot of views. I could have kept milking that, but I'm on the different shit now. I'm at least on to my 4th or 5th different topics since then, because I like covering different things. How come you seem like you have only a hard-on for Pierogi? Like, if you were truly a journalist, you'd want to have different stuff, wouldn't you? Hey, Red Sox, what's up? You guys are missing a banger one. It would be so much easier for you to call in, Worthy. Why don't you just call in? My thing, EG, is that a person clearly open to having their mind changed is the right proof is given, and we're just going in vague circles right now. I know. I just want to hear one thing from them, like one thing that is gonna make me go, oh, you know what? I never thought of that. That's all I'm waiting for. It's just like that one. I've reported on other stuff. Worthy Payback is to expose SP. Okay, so then you at least admit your mission statement is to get Pierogi, right? I mean, at least that's probably like the first honest thing that I've heard from you guys so far. And like, I, in a way, feel like you truly believe the stuff you are doing is like good, and it's not. I mean, your inevitable mission is to destroy a man's life. Do you understand that, right? Like, your inevitable end goal is to stop a man from being able to support his family, all the people who work under him, and for his kids to not have like dinner on the table at night. Can't you use like an AI voice thing that you could type into or something? Do you think I'll notice who you are from your identity? The problem, EG, is that there is proof, but there are victims literally scared to come out because they're scared of the backlash. The only time they ever get backlash is if they're coming out with stuff that isn't believable. Like, you should only come forward with things if you have like concrete proof to say it happened. Yeah, you got voice changers as well you can use. If I knew how to do it, I'd set up one for you, but I don't know how to do that shit. Like, all I'm trying to say is, like, do you guys, like, think about, like, some of the... P is still making money, he's fine. Yeah, I know. Right now he is, but what are you going to do if you actually achieve your goal, Worthy? He's a young guy. He's not gonna be able to do that forever. He's gonna have to like go get an IT job or something. And he worked really hard to get where he's at. Like I admire the hustle personally. Again, we have it, and we will come out when the victims are ready. It's going to take time. Well, I mean, that's fine. But like, just like if you guys are gonna come out with something, just make sure it's not like some BS. Because I will, unfortunately, like I'm gonna defend him if I feel like what you guys present isn't good, and there's a lot of holes in it. It's like I have no choice, because I'm morally compelled to do that shit. I'm not like purposely trying to troll you guys or just like look at what I'm doing right now. I'm defending someone else too who I feel like is being treated unfairly. Like it's just kind of like, because I've been in their positions. I'm morally compelled to do it. All right, it's not like a clout thing. It's not like I'm trying to get like no attention. I just feel morally compelled to like stick up for people who I feel like are being treated unfairly, because I was treated unfairly my whole life because I was a drug addict. He can go back to sales. Salespeople make decent money. Why does he have to though, Worthy? Did he not work hard to build that channel? Same thing with Nerd City. They want to cancel him too. Did he not work really, really hard to build that channel? Why should he have it taken away? Like I'm saying, if the evidence is really, really good, really, really good, I feel like you're being trolled. Now, John, we have history. I know who I know who these people are. We have history together. That's why I know I'm not being trolled, but this is like a confrontation that's been building for months now. And normally, you know, it just hasn't. We haven't had a chance to talk, so we're kind of having like months worth of back and forth settled right here on stream. Let's see. J-Max says, talk is cheap. Release it. What's the reason for the stalling? Freya, because he's hurt people and uses his power to influence to hurt others. The Jonkler. E.g., God bless you for your honesty and openness on your life situation. Thank you, Jonkler. Yeah, my life's been rough, dude. It was hard, you know? I'm not acting like I had it, you know, I'm perfect or anything. I fucked my life up good. But we don't, I mean, Freya, maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. But I mean, like, we can't just take people's words for that, you know? Like, what if I went around being like, oh my God, Lady Freya 348 was at my house last night throwing eggs. And you know you weren't, because you probably don't even live near me. Oh, you know who I am? I know, all right, Worthy Payback, I know of you. All right, I think I've been dealing with you long enough to know who Worthy Payback is, you know? And I know that I'm not going to be able to name who is actually behind the account, because I think there's several of you. And if not, you're either Hina, you're either Collins, you're Alpha, or Echo, or whatever she feels like she wants to go by. You're either one of those couple people. Now, wouldn't that be fucked up, though, if it was really Pierogi? Like, Pierogi was Worthy Payback this whole time? Wouldn't that be a wild twist to that story? That's like some M. Night Shyamalan shit. Trust me, I get it. You asked a question, and that's all I can give for now. All right, I respect it, Lady Freya. All I ask of you guys is, I'm going to get back to this Nerd City stuff, or Trupty. It could be Trupty. But I'm going to get back to this stuff. It could be Winter. It could be several different people. I mean, take your pick. It's a list of different people. It could be anybody in that group. But I'm going to get back to this right now because I got to finish this. But I just want you guys to think about, like, if this is worth pursuing and why you're spending all your days and nights, your missions to wreck someone's life. I just want you to understand that, right? Because you guys had someone with you who was clearly a predator. I showed that, didn't I? And that was your spokesperson. So where's your credibility? You were sharing his stuff, Worthy, and he was harassing women. Clearly, I had several come out. I had so many emails, Worthy, after I put that out, and I just said, I'm sorry, I'm not covering the story anymore. There's Trupty. Now, if you want to say something, I'm gonna say it to your face. What, are you gonna come to my house, Trupty? Trupty, you can come on. You want to come on Twitch? You're not hiding. I mean, you want to come on the show? Like, I'm trying to get one of you to speak up for yourselves. Shit. People just jealous that P helps people. He's still young and still growing. They hide behind their screen name. He wasn't my... I mean, you guys shared everything he wrote, though. You guys started off with literally a predator as your first victim. Shared it all over r/YouTube drama, which I'm not even getting into because I don't know who you guys have connections there. Who did, G-Force? Who made a vile comment to you in the DM? Jennifer Lynn, 1983... Oh, you're talking to her, okay. All right, well, unfortunately, I got to get back to this, but... Oh, Collins did. I'm sure he did, G-Force. I've seen a lot of stuff that was said behind the scenes. I've seen all that. It's bad. I mean, the threats and stuff is not good. You guys shouldn't be threatening each other. You guys are all... Are you guys not all adults? Like, you guys have, like, should be grown up enough to know that threatening people and, like... warning them if they don't stop, you're gonna do stuff to them. That's like, that's first off, it's illegal. Secondly, like it's not the right thing to do. I feel like you guys, if you really wanted to take down P, like, not that I'm trying to give you like a way to do it, but like if you really wanted to, first I'd establish credibility as someone, and then like by showing everybody that, hey, you could trust me, and then I would go from there. So that way, when you don't have bullshit, like when you have stuff that's not fully credible, more people are like willing to trust you because you haven't lied to them yet. But you guys started right out the gate just lying about a lot of stuff. And again, I'm just saying, I don't think that Pierogi deserves the shit you're giving him. I really don't. Like, just why don't you guys just like leave him be? You know, if you think that his life is such a mess, why don't you just leave him be? Because guess what? Karma's real. It comes back. It comes back on you. I know you probably have it. I don't know, Worthy. You might. I know you. It depends if you're the 8 of you who probably run that account. But people who represent you did, Worthy. That's the same thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Trust me, bro. Dude, Dogpack404 said that in his freaking reply. Trust me, bro. Sounds like high school drama coming from people 20 and 30s don't have better things to do. It's unfortunate, honestly. Like, I mean, it's fine. I'm not saying you guys can't dislike P. You guys 100% dislike P. I just meant I'll use my username, EG. Thanks for the entertainment, though. I don't get what you mean by that. Are you saying you're worthy payback? I just meant I'll use my username. I mean, that was fun, but we're gonna have to keep going with the video. As much as I love, I mean, if none of you guys are gonna come on and talk to me, I mean, there's really not much left to say. Although I really think that you guys should suggest like maybe finding more productive shit to do. I mean, Worthy, there's organization going on in your community. I mean, I'm not fucking retarded. I know. I've seen all the stuff in the Discord. I've seen everything. I could have done look, I'm not trying to hurt you guys. I just want you guys to realize what you're doing is reckless and not fair. You go to work, P does, how much you can help people, you try saving people hundreds out of more money. He's here to help. And essentially that's his main goal, is to try to just help people. They're not willing to level and talk with you. I know. I wish that one of them, like, we already know who Trupty is. Why can't you come on and speak for them, Trupty? And they say thanks for the entertainment. See, that's that childish stuff, Worthy. And you don't have representatives yet. You come in, then Freya comes in, then Trupty comes. I mean, are we stupid, Worthy? I mean, you really think we're fucking dumb? They just magically decide to show up the day you show up. Like, I'm pointing out, this is like what everybody else is seeing, you know? This is what everybody else is like viewing you guys as. Like, this is why everybody doesn't have any faith in you. I mean, but come on. Yeah, you might not have, but they probably follow every freaking move you make. I'm sure there wasn't a text message sent being like, I'm in EG stream talking to him, and then all of a sudden, here come the fucking birds coming in to help. You just think that was just by fucking pure coincidence. It was a miracle. It's a miracle. It's like the Avengers. Always know when Captain America's in trouble. So here comes Thor. Yeah, but so they knew you were coming, though. They knew you were coming. That's my whole point. You're having dialogue. You guys are, you know, you have a cabal, as Xylee says. I'm sure you guys watch, but we're not like trying to ruin you guys. We just want, like, if anything, I just would like you guys to move on from trying to harass P. I don't think it's fair. Like, if you guys have been watching, you know we hardly talk about it. Like, yeah, we make jokes about Colin's orange hoodie, but that's just because that's like culture. That's like the culture of the community. And honestly, I hope Collins is doing well. I hope he does better. And I hope he learns from this and he does, you know, he moves forward and tries to be a little more, keep it in his pants. These people are like the CSGO cats. Yeah, I don't know. At least Trumpty puts her picture up there, so she has my respect a little bit. And I've heard good things about Trumpty. Like, she's not unanimously hated by the scammer community. Like, there's people who've talked to me who's friends with both P and her, and they get put in weird situations and stuff, and they don't know what to do. And I just say, just keep doing, you know, you can be friends with both of them. Like, don't worry about it, you know? But I'm the one speaking up saying I don't think you guys should continue harassing P. I think it's fucked up, personally. I think that there's much better things you can do than go after him. Because I guarantee whatever you guys come out with, it's not going to be enough. I bet you. Mark my words. Whatever you guys come out with, it's not going to be enough. It's going to be another fly buzzing around here. You're going to wipe it away like this. As that just seems like what you guys come up with. All right, well, that was fun, I guess. I don't know. I really hope that something I said made sense to them, even if it's like the smallest bit. Like, maybe if even one of them questions, yeah, why the fuck am I spending all my time letting P live rent-free in my head? Like, maybe if even one of them gets that thought process in their head, then I did my job. I don't think you're bad people, Lady Freya. I don't. I just wish that you guys would see that what you're like, it's not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for who you're trying to do it to. Well, I hope you had fun on your vacation, Trupty. I do. You too. I hope you have a good weekend as well. All right, well, let's get back to Nerd City. That was a fun side. You know, they say don't get one guide. Chud says never get one guide, but I got like 5 guide. 5 guys, burgers, and fries. All right, where were we? It is obsessive, and they need to move on. I hope that they do. I hope they do, because it's not healthy for anybody. It's not healthy for anybody. It really isn't. And I mean that. Like, I'm not just trolling people. I think that everybody deserves to have a life of peace. Not only one, going and constantly spending all your time trying to hurt someone else is not good. And it's not good for you, and it's not good for them either. If he admits to his lies and all the BS he has pulled, then I won't have to show people who he is. But why is it your job? Don't you think if he's like that worthy, that he will show himself eventually? Like, if he's really that way, don't you think people will find out eventually? Then why do you feel like you have to be the person to do that? I'm sure in your mind you feel like you're some hero or some anti-hero or something, but I promise you that's not how other people view it. They view it as an unhealthy obsession you have, Worthy. Like, maybe just report on a couple other things and then go back to pee. You know, like, Jesus. Banger stream. Thank you. Yes, they need to concentrate on their inner peace, their own lives and families. It's like the mob mentality. Wow, the Orange Gang Brigade. I've been lurking for a bit. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Good to see you. I did play Jesus. I did play Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar. I'm saving that though for my 100,000 subscriber. We're gonna play that if we ever get to that point. If not, we never get to see my Jesus Christ Superstar. P don't owe anyone a goddamn thing except his wife. Hell yeah, Stephanie. And like I said, if he's really this horrible person, yeah, Jesus Christ Superstar. He hides it and has hid it for a long time. So long. Okay, well then, Worthy. I mean, do you not have any demons in your life? Do you not have anything you struggle with, Worthy Payback? Do you not struggle with a single thing in your life? I know I do. I know probably a lot of people in the chat do. I don't know. Really, all I'm trying to convey is that I just don't think that it's conducive for you or him. I just don't think that it's healthy. I think it's going to end up, what's that? Revenge. An eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. What's that? That's a good saying. We all have our demons. Everybody struggles with something in their life. The only thing is, it seems like they're trying to like use whatever he did while he was an alcoholic. And trust me, like, when you're dealing with substance abuse, you're not a normal person. And he doesn't do that anymore. So he's trying to do better. I can only imagine how much harder for me it would have been to get clean if I had a whole squad of people trying to like destroy my life on top of me trying to rebuild it after I already destroyed it myself. Okay, well, Worthy, where's the empathy then? If you know what it's like to struggle with something so hard, why are you being so unforgiving on him? I don't know. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. All right, well, we got to get back to Nerd City. We got to get back to him. I've been streaming for too long, man. I've been streaming for too long. This was supposed to be a short one. And now, remember, Rajir, I said I'm starting off, this is going to be a short one, no calls. But anyway, it was nice talking to you guys. I hope that you guys will consider a couple things I said. All right. I don't want this to continue, essentially. Like, if I was selfish and I knew that it was going to keep getting, I would want this to keep going, right? Oh, we got Gypsy Rose. No, obviously not, Gypsy. But you also said that P was manipulative, trying to take money from you. And I've seen messages between you and him where he was trying to give you back money you gave him because he said you gave him too much. How come you left that out of your video, Gypsy? Why didn't you add that? That was context that I think destroys your credibility. The minute I see messages of people trying to give you back money because they said, no, Gypsy, this is just too much money, that destroys your argument that he was manipulative trying to get money from you. Do you not understand like that? And you're a Christian woman, Gypsy. What does Jesus say? Jesus says we forgive those. May he without sin cast the first stone. And you're not forgiving. Do you think Jesus was the type to seek revenge, Gypsy? Because I don't. Jesus never sought revenge in his life. He died for our sins. But yet you're going after Pierogi like he did something to you. And of course, you're using the most extreme thing. Yes, because at the time I believed 100% that he was helping others. Guess what, Gypsy? He still is helping others. I see it. I've seen it personally on his streams. Like but Gypsy, did he not try to give you money back and say, no, Gypsy, that's too much. Take some back. Did that not happen? And even if he didn't, Gypsy, again, you're a Christian woman. I don't think you're bad. I don't. In fact, I think you're actually a lovely lady. But I want you to understand that, like, you know, I have forgiven, but we have a responsibility to keep people accountable for their actions. That's not the same, Gypsy. He has been accountable. He's dealt with it through his family. What's going on with him and his family is his family's problem. That's not for you to get involved in. He did try the very first time, I admit that. Okay, well, then, Gypsy, if he really wanted your money, do you think he would have done that? Do you think if he was like some money-crazed fiend, he would have done that? I just think that when times like these come along, Gypsy, go to Jesus' words, all right? Do you think Jesus would have forgiven Pierogi for his sins? Or do you think he would have gathered up all the freaking people in the town and went down there and gave him a piece of his mind? He wouldn't have. He would have said, let them be them, let me be me. If what they're doing so bad, it'll work itself out in the universe. But let me just focus on me. Is this a raid? It's kind of a raid in a different way. This is like 4-month-old drama coming to a climax right now. Although I really wish that one of you guys would hop on and talk to me. I really do. Oh boy, I better get my dinner and kick back and watch. Yeah, I don't know, man. We've been talking, and I just don't think anybody's open to either like being receptive. I think they have their minds made up, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I agree. Issues with his family are issues with his family. My issue is how he uses position of power to abuse others. Guess what, Gypsy? Every single YouTuber does that. So you're gonna have to go after everyone. You're gonna have to go after literally everybody. All right. I think a big issue is that he was so big and was still trying to personally talk to everybody that y'all got personally attached to him in ways that were unhealthy, and he couldn't manage it, and he tried the best he could, and then the alcohol stuff came in, and it was too much for him to handle, and he had a mental breakdown, and you guys all feel like it got like that he let you down. And I get it. I get it. You cared about the man. Guess what? He still cares about you. He does. And you guys are out here like constantly like throwing stones at him. Gypsy, put yourself in his position for a minute. One day you're just sitting down reading the Bible. You know, you think it's nice to do a little Bible verse on the old YouTube there. And then, you know, the week goes by. A couple people like your Bible readings. They want to hear from you. You talk to everybody in the single community. The following week, 100 more people come in because they've heard from those people that your Bible readings are great. Fast forward another month, and now you have 10,000 people all trying to get you to personally read the Bible to them. Do you think that would be easy for you to handle? Or do you think that you might have some sympathy for a guy trying to balance that kind of stuff? You know who did that, Gypsy? Jesus. Jesus had to go through that. Winks, I've seen all the Discord stuff. I know which ones of you guys are going after him. I've seen it all. Like, I don't understand why you guys have such a hard-on for him. And I'm doing this all while I'm like freaking tiny. Hang on, let me switch this over so that we'll go back to the Nerd City stuff. I promise we're gonna finish this. We're just gonna focus on this though for right now. Yes, this is what I've learned about YouTubers. He says that we are all welcome back, but when we have been banned, he kicks us out again. When he finds out it is us, he lies about welcoming us. Well, have you ever thought about, like, maybe, you know, reaching out to him personally? You know, because guess what? How many times have people recorded his member streams just to post them up on somewhere and say, look at him falling apart, you know? Winks, will you come on and talk to me? Will somebody come on and talk to me and tell me why you guys are doing what you're doing and why you feel like he's... Well, Gypsy, but you also went on a whole thing saying that he was manipulative when you know he wasn't being. Our job as a content creator is to get money. Unfortunately, that's how we pay our families. You know, I try and do it. I never ask for money. I luckily have an amazing community who will donate stuff to me. I know you did, Soul, but you're not in this drama right now. You're a spectator enjoying with your popcorn on the side. The only reason I'm asking them to come on is because they're the ones who are continuing like this P thing going. And I just want to understand more about it, you know. Gypsy, I don't think that you're in your golden years. You should be out gardening. Like, it's fine having friends and stuff, but like spending all your time seeking revenge is not the way to go. We aren't doing a single thing. That's my point. We would you like to come into the server? Because we literally talk about cooking and games. You keep blaming us for continuing shit, and we are not. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't heard much, Wink, so you guys might have calmed down. That's not what Worthy just said, though. Worthy just said that wait and see. You wait and see what we got. So it's like, come on. You know, P and me doxed via his moderator, and I haven't received an apology. I've seen those things, Winks. Those were your social medias. They weren't your personal information. I've seen it. It was all your social medias, your emails and stuff. That's not doxing, hun. I'm sorry. Doxing is when your phone number and your address and your personal information comes out. That's doxing. I didn't see any of that. Your emails don't count as doxing. Not what we have, what the victims have. They will come out when ready. Well, that's fine if they want to come out, but I hope that you guys aren't going to come out with a just trust me, this happened type argument. That's not how you win over the internet. You have to show proof. You have to follow it up with like evidence. Yeah, but you all blame us for all these stupid alt accounts. That's not us. Well, someone's making them, Winks. And if I were you, I would be like, yo, whoever's making these alt accounts, cut it the hell out. You're making us look bad. Nobody's going to take us seriously. Winks is here, Worthy. What do you mean? I'm not talking to you. I didn't say you mentioned Winks. I'm literally talking to Winks. Yeah, I don't think, again, I don't think any of you are bad people. I just think that you are misspending your time trying to take down a man, trying to ruin a man's life. I really do. I don't think that, I don't think that he's done it, At the end of the day, he helps people. That's all that matters. I don't know what he's done in his past. I wasn't there with him. And I doubt you guys were there with him too. But you've had people come forward, maybe one or two, to a guy who has 7 million subscribers. That's pretty good in the YouTube world. It's pretty good. I have the damn document. Again, Winks, I saw it. I have it too. It's not a big deal. It was your email. And if there's anything else, I don't know who sent that shit out, but I'll agree. Giving out someone's information is terrible. You should never, ever, ever do that. Never, ever share personal information on the internet with anybody, because even if you're trying to get that person hassled or whatever, other people who are much more nefarious can find that and ruin their lives. Let P do what he does. Quit being jealous of his success. He gave up a lot to get where he is. I agree. We're trying to protect the victim. So is he, Gypsy. You guys are both doing the same thing. You guys were fans of him. You knew he was doing the right thing. I feel like you guys saw a part of him you didn't like because he was going through alcoholism, and that is not who he is as a person. As someone who's been through it myself, I can tell you that that is not how I am. Like, the way I was when I was an addict is not who I am today. I cleaned my life up, and I imagine he's doing the same thing, except he's got to worry about you guys now, on top of also trying not to fuck up his own life. This all needs to just be shut down. I've stayed silent for a long-ass time, and no more. Enough of this negativity already. Not one person in my server is a bad person. Winks, I never said you guys were bad people. I literally even just said that like 3 times, that you guys aren't bad people. Yes, Mark Rober helped P gain subs. That's how it works in YouTube. I have people help me get subs. I have people who have like a couple thousand more than me who will let me come on and talk, and then, I get a couple people from them. That's just how YouTube works. That doesn't make anything that he does worth less now, Gypsy. Sub counts actually don't matter that much on YouTube anymore. You know what counts is views. Views are what count. That's what people care about. You could have 100 subs, but if you get 10,000 views, you're cooking. You're in good shape. E.g., my nephew's full name was on that document. Nani created alongside an address. That is doxing. I had nothing to do with that, Lady Freya. I walked in. I heard that Kristen Ark was talking about that, and I got invited to come on. So I don't, what Nani gathers on is Nani's business, and I don't think she meant to. She didn't release it publicly. I don't believe that was on like the internet at any time. I know she put that together for Chris to be able to look at, but nobody's gonna give up their YouTube. If I were to dox someone on here, my YouTube gets banned, and that's why you don't do it. It doesn't make any sense. I know. Everybody's like begging Gypsy, please, Gypsy, stop. We want to love you. I want you guys all to think about it. I really do. Again, like I said, I don't hate you. I don't even think P hates you. I think he just wants to be left alone and to do what he's doing. That's all. And I think you guys would probably be better off too if you guys just go find a new community with a new guy that you guys can look up to who sets a better example if you think P didn't. I'm just confirming there was doxing. It was displayed. Well, if it was doxing Lady Freya, then it's fucked up, and that should never have happened. It should never have happened. Yeah, Nani created that. So you're beefs with her, and personally, Nani's already going through enough. I can't talk about it, but she's going through hell right now. So you guys are lucky. If you guys get to wake up and your biggest problem's how I'm gonna stick it to P today, you guys are in good shape. I'm just telling you guys now. You guys are in great shape. If you have that much time to be able to be like, how am I gonna fuck up P's day today? You guys are in good shape. All right, lady. I mean, that's fine. I just want you guys to like just maybe consider like whether or not this is worth going forward. That's all. That's all I want to convey to you guys again. It was actually really nice talking to all you guys. I feel like this was well overdue. Okay, well, someone does, Winks. Well, then if I were you, I would probably be like, yo, Alabaster, maybe cut that shit out. You're making us look bad. They're going to think it's us. You better stop. Like, you should be with me, being like, stop, dude, stop. Like, what is this? This is bullshit. Yeah, I think both sides will be happy when it's done. Even you guys will be happy when this is over. Well, Gypsy, you can. You can protect one person. You already have, actually, Gypsy. All that money you donated to P, guess what? That didn't go to nothing. That went to equipment that helped him save victims and stick it to scammers. Your money, you did protect one person, Gypsy. You probably protected way more than one person. Job accomplished. Enjoy. Sit back and rest. You're a Christian woman walking around with so much hate in her heart, and it breaks my heart to see that. It really does. Whoever it is pretty rough, Lady Freya. They're making you guys all look really bad. And I know, even if you guys aren't doing it, the fact that you guys were, you know, at least one point a part of like a little social circle of people disliking him. Unfortunately, you get wrapped into that because it's the internet. That's how that works, unfortunately. Well, Winks, if Gypsy's saying I need to hold P accountable, that's her being like, we gotta get him. That's a little bit of hate, don't you think? I can't think of anybody right now in my life that I would be like, you know what? I need to take his ass down. No, I'd take that back. There's a guy I work with I really can't fucking stand. I'd love for him to get fired, but I don't do anything about it. I literally sit next to the guy. I don't care. I just let it go. I hate this motherfucker. I hate him, but I don't stick it to him. I don't try to get him in trouble. He does his thing. I do mine. That's it. And we had exactly something similar to what you guys and P had. He was like my best friend for the first 2 years I worked there. And one day we had a big falling out because he didn't like the way that I was blowing leaves. And I told him, we're just blowing leaves, dude. As long as they get cleaned up, who cares? And then he flipped the fuck out. And now we haven't talked. I mean, occasionally we'll say like one thing to each other, but we can't stand each other. All because we had one argument one day, but we were bestest of friends 2 years before that. Makes no fucking sense. I get it. I've been there. I'm still there. In fact, I thank him every day because I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the fact I'm trying to get away from him. She's not saying she wants to take him down. She wants to hold him accountable for his actions because Hino was not the only one he was doing that shit with. But come on, Winks. Hino and him was clearly consensual. You guys didn't even like Hino when she was in the Discord. Winks, will you come on and talk to me? Or Gypsy? One of you guys. Will one of you guys come on and talk to me? Instead of making me go back and forth in these chats, talking to myself with these cars flying by. Well, Winks, you saw the Savannah stuff, right? You saw the back and forth. She was just as guilty of like starting up them sexually charged conversations as he was. I mean, do you not understand that? You I know you can read. You know, you saw it. Ooh, daddy, thinking all that 8 inches of you. Not what Pete said. But I'm just saying, like, she was culpable. She was complacent. She was giving consent. She just regrets it now because her cash cow's gone. I know, Gypsy, and you guys said, and I've seen stuff from Hina talking to someone completely different than was even involved with that, and she was still doing that whole I'm gonna off myself stuff. I'm gonna off myself. She was doing that to someone completely different and had nothing to do with SP. I've seen it. I've seen all that stuff. She's toxic. And yet you guys were like, ride or die, Hina. Hina's alive. Because you guys have a common enemy, though. No, Winks, don't go after G-Force. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're shitting on G-Force when she was the only person in that whole entire Discord who did the right thing. And now you're yelling at her. This is why people get mad at you guys. This is why you guys might feel victimized. Like, she was the only person who was like, you know what? This is getting a little crazy, guys. They're talking about showing up at his freaking office. Like, maybe I should tell somebody. And she did. But guess what? She didn't do it, like, out of nowhere. She likes you guys. She just thought you guys were heading in a dangerous direction. I would show anyone the proof except you. That's great. I don't know, Winks, maybe if you got, like, I swear, if I was in your guys' position, I would be out telling anybody who would listen every single thing I had so that I could get it done. That's what I would do if I were you. Because that's the end game. I wouldn't be holding it hostage for, like, the biggest creator I could find to do it. Like, that makes no sense to me. That's not how YouTube works. Yes, I know I have 3,000 subscribers, but guess what? My videos reach people at the top all the time. I know, because they come down and they talk to me and tell me about it. Tell me how I can improve things and what they see that I could work on, whether or not I have a future. Like, like, when I say subscriber counts mean nothing, they mean nothing nowadays. Views mean it. E.g., if I was in your position, I wanted this shit to be tied down, I'd stop talking about it. Winks, I haven't made a video about you guys in forever. I mean, I do pick on Collins a little bit with the orange hoodie, but I never mention him by, I guess I do mention him by name. But I pick on him. I don't ever bring up Winks. I never bring up Trump D. I never bring up anybody else. I think I've probably mentioned Charlie's name on here maybe 1 or 2 times in a video. That's it. And I don't even talk about the other guy. I can't even remember what his fucking name is. I've moved on. I was talking about Nerd City before you guys came over here. Yeah, Winks, I'm done if you're done. But the thing is, though, I'm not gonna stand by, though, and, like, if you guys... Like, if someone... Okay, so if someone comes after P from here, Winks, and you're not involved, then you don't have nothing to worry about. You have absolutely nothing to worry about. I will never bring your name up again. Call drama people. I mean, we do talk about drama on this podcast, so. They also tell him about the Hoot is the best follower and to keep him around and go big dogs on YouTube. E.g. lately, sorry you're wasting your time. You're not wasting my time, Stephanie. I can't think of I mean,
when I set out on this goal, I wanted to end this drama. I didn't care how it ended, but you know, as it progressed, I just saw more and more evidence that I thought P was being treated unfairly. That's it. That's all it came down to. I don't want to see anybody else get banned. In fact, I'm actually really sad that Collins doesn't make videos anymore. I am. He should never have deleted his channel. He should talk about other stuff. He seemed like he really enjoyed it. Just don't talk about SP all the time. That's all. I don't think that's too much to ask for. J-Mac, you'll have to go back to the beginning of the stream. This stream was supposed to be like an hour long. Now we're like we're like 4 hours into this thing, hashing out videos from 2 months ago. If you want to end it, then again, stop talking about it and blaming my group for all the extra bullshit. Winks, this is the first time I've talked to you guys since I posted all that shit. Actually, it's the first time I ever talked to you guys. You don't think we'd have a couple things to talk about? I wasn't talking about SP when you guys showed up. I was talking about Nerd City. Did you guys think I was like on about Pierogi and his attackers? I wasn't. I was picking on what the hell is that dude? What's that Cosby looking dude? Ruby, what the hell was that guy's name? Angela Wallace. That's it. Yeah, Gypsy. You know, like I said, I don't mind you guys. I'm a God-fearing man myself, Gypsy. That's why I'm so confused how you got wrapped up in all this. You seem like a woman of God, and I just don't, like, I don't know. I just don't feel like Jesus would co-sign that, you know? Well, I appreciate you guys coming, Winks. I mean, I do. I don't know who asked you, but I would suggest maybe just separating from them, to be honest with you. I think that might be the best choice, so you're not involved in future drama. Because whoever asked you to come here is clearly someone who is, like, involved in the drama, you know, and wants to keep it going. Like, honestly, I was done talking about you guys. I was probably never going to talk about you guys again unless something came out about P that I thought was unfair. But listen, if something came out about P that I believed, I'd probably hold him accountable. That's just, I can't help myself. I just can't. Just like how I can't help myself when someone's doing something that I don't think they deserve. I can't help myself. I gotta defend them. It's just, it sucks sometimes, but I just can't keep my mouth shut. But I won't be able to sleep tonight if I don't do that, you know? I keep hearing that, Sarah. I would say this is more middle school. Bottom line, it's unhealthy to say the least. Yeah, I agree, John. I agree. He ruined orange hoodies for me. I know, I'm a Flyers fan too. Their color's orange. I'm telling you, everyone right now, it's not my group causing all the alts and the drama. Leave the entire group alone. You guys wanted us in here, and you have us in here telling you it's not us. I mean, Jesus Christ, you wanted us to speak for how long? I know, but I wanted you guys to, like, come on and actually talk to me. But, like, I wish I would have got a heads up so that I could have, like, you know, not had a whole topic ready to go for today. Because I was cooking too, man. I was repping Nerd City so good. Not that I'm glazing myself, but I thought that I think I was making a lot of good points. I mean, we're gonna finish the Nerd City video though, so if anybody's sticking around waiting for that, we're gonna get to it. Yeah, I'm watching my brother. He has 2 dogs. My brother's other dog's blind and deaf, so that poor thing can only get around by smelling. And when you walk him, he always comes up and he puts his nostril on you to make sure you're still there, so he knows he's going the right way. Very smart little bugger. Winks, I don't think that's why you created the server, but I think that when you started seeing, like, all, like, the hate going towards him, I think that might have been a good time for you to be like, maybe I should, get out. G-Force Princess Girl, you are as bad as Mystic. Why are you picking on G-Force? Because she was the mole. I know you feel betrayed by her, but I think she did the right thing, Winks. And honestly, like, you should just be like, yeah, you know, maybe we didn't behave the best, but we learned our lesson. We're moving on. And I think everybody would have so much more respect for you. Or just walk away entirely. Not just from me in the drama, but like from everybody involved. And just be like, I'm going back to my life. This is crazy. I'll find a new community. You know how easy it is to find a new community on YouTube? There's always new creators on their way up. When did I create this community, guys? We only started this, we created this community about 3 months ago. And I think it's one of the best communities. Everybody's so friendly, so supportive of each other. Oh, she doesn't like your prior statement. Well, don't you be talking shit either, G. Like, if we're trying to come to a peaceful resolution in all this, then you shouldn't be like doing that either. You know, we gotta hold our. I'm not just gonna hold them accountable, G. You gotta do your part too. All right, I don't know. I don't know what you said. I have a lot going on here. You said, what are you talking about? He has been discussing this for quite some time. This behavior is obsessive and paranoid. It is a group mob mentality, and they keep promoting each other's bad behavior. They come up with different social groups. I mean, you're right, G-Force, but I just think that like that part of the conversation's already kind of run its course. Right now, we're trying to figure out a resolution. You know, if I can figure out a way to at least get a couple people to be like, all right, maybe you're right, maybe I should leave P alone, then this would be well worth it. I still allow people to talk and vent about what they want. It's not necessarily about P, it's about anything. Randomly, I'll talk shit about politics. Well, I hope you're a Republican. That's all I can say about that. No, I get that, Wings, but the minute you know, if somebody was in my Discord and they were like, you know what, I'm thinking about going over to this dude's house, I'd be like, okay, you go there, you're out though. You know, that's where your responsibility comes in. That's all. Well, that's good, Winks. I hope it works out for you. I just hope that you'll like I know you guys have been I know, well, not you guys. I don't know if it was you guys, but there's people that have been in your circle who have been in my Discord, and if you guys have been, then you see that we're not mean. We're not mean people. We talk about actually nonsense 95% of the time. It's got to be incredibly frustrating. Like, it's not you're gonna find some scandalous message. This is the first stream I've ever had that reached 1,000 messages. Wow, crazy. Bottom line is, I'm going to be making streams and videos and saving people. That's right. And damn right, Winks. Go Trump. Go Trump. All right, well, if it's all right with you guys, we're going to get back to the Nerd City video. If you guys ever want to come in and hang out, you're more than welcome. You know, I really hope, you know, the people who are still here. See, that's what I'm talking about, Stephanie. Share that love. We're all about love around here. We really are. That's why I have such an issue with, like, hate and all that stuff. But P does look great the last few months. Being off the drink done him good. I know, J-Mac. Like, anybody, like, some people accuse him of still doing it, but you can tell. 100%. Like, that's the first thing that comes back is, like, your color. Like, I've seen guys in rehab who can't even walk. Like, they're just like this. And by the time they leave, they look like a whole new person. That doesn't come from not quitting, you know? That comes from, like, actually putting it down and not having access to it. And I think he's still doing good. He's doing great work, guys. He's doing amazing work. And I hope I didn't, like, talk too much about him. Don't you say that, J-Mac. Nerd City's the shit. I think he's being treated unfairly, too. He's my next save. We're saving everybody today. All right, let's get back to, I'll read Winks' last thing, then we'll get back to the Nerd City stuff. This drama, though, it needs to stop. It's not us. It's literally all I have to say about it. We don't even watch him anymore. We're very plainly don't give a shit anymore. Good, Winks. I hope that's true. Gypsy Rose, it was nice meeting you guys. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and happy Labor Day to you. Go Trump, and thanks for stopping by. Winks and I yell at each other via Discord, then end up talking like normal human beings. So yeah, can we get a group hug? Yeah, group hug for everybody. I have to finish my stream first, Winks, but I might take you up on it later. Honestly, like, I'm so swamped, but I'll take a look at some point. My Discord's usually in the links to these. Or Ruggiero, could you post a link to my Discord, and then you can get a hold of me when you have the time. Yeah, Lady Freddy, like I said, we're not bad people. We're not bad people. I just, as someone who's been through what P's been through, I just wanted to kind of share that, like, you know, he's been through hell and back. Like, there's nothing you can do to him that he's already haven't done to himself. And I hope you all just, you know, continue to cut him a break and, you know, do your own thing. You guys seem like you have a lot going on. Are we going to get booted from said Discord? I mean, unless you start sending, like, dick pics or something in there, I'll boot you. But other than that, you guys are pretty cool. And no shit talking. We're a loving community. It's a love fest in there. We like to keep it that way. So you're more than welcome. All right. Maybe we can resolve all this stuff after all.